Hi, welcome to Salem GASworks. We're a guild of artistic sorts, and we are a multimedia arts and entertainment network on the North Shore in Salem. You can follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, and very soon you can follow us on YouTube.
This week we've got a couple of very exciting guests. We've got Dan McGinn of Black Dog Brother, and we've got Lucas Custer, who is the purveyor. What would you call yourself, Lucas?
We've decided that I'm a director.
The director.
Director.
Of the Salem Collective of Artists and Musicians,
Yes.
SCAM, which is new to Artist Row in Salem.
We're new.
We are, and we're going to have fun in what's clearly a no-frills environment. And you know, our first show aired just 36 hours ago, and we're really flattered at the amount of fan mail that we've gotten,
Quite a lot.
especially considering that, once again, it's been only 36 hours and nobody mails anymore anyway, but we swear that's mail. And what we're going to do is answer a few of these letters. And Lucas, would you mind reading one for us?
I wouldn't mind at all, okay?
Thank you.
So, Dear Salem GASworks, I love the show. I wonder if you'd interview the genius who painted the mural on the Indian Mall garage. It's brilliant, it's original, it suits the architecture, and it makes me proud to live in Salem. Sincerely yours, no one ever.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree
Have
more.
you seen the mural?
Yes.
Yes?
It's genius. It's genius.
It's very
You know, if that artist lived back in the 60s, we'd have a lot more black light posters to enjoy right now, don't you think? Yeah. Well, let's have another. Dan, if you don't mind, would you help us out here?
It's sincerely. I messed that up when I did it. Sincerely.
Sincerely yours.
Just
Not
so you know.
sincerely.
Sincerely. That sounds good too.
Dear Salem GASworks, my name is Stevie Stiles, and I'm 10 years old. I loved your first show. It was a lot of fun. I love how you had one performing artist and one graphic artist. I want to break into TV too. Do you think I have a chance? Yours truly, Steve Stiles, 6th grade, Salem School for Wayward Boys. P.S. Don't you love that mural on the garage? It looks like something I drew with my crayons that my mom put on the fridge with a magnet. Bye-bye, Stevie.
Oh my God. I think Kevin is going to have his work cut out for him in the editing room on this one.
Stevie, I wish I could be more encouraging, but you got a bit of an impediment that I think may keep you off television.
Can I take that home?
Which is namely that broadcasting today is
know,
heavily dominated by women. So, Stevie, once again, wish we could help you out, but not to worry.
I think we can wait till next week for some of these. I think after that, you have one other one?
One more.
Oh, one more.
Lucas, would you help us out here?
Dear Salem GASworks, I hear that Salem has a bustling multicultural arts community. My ancient order and I are in favor of the arts. We are also in favor of bustling. But if God wanted the world to be multicultural, he would not have put the races on different continents. Yours truly, Kurt, with a K, Kyle Kleinfelter, also with Ks.
Wow. Bold statements, Kurt. You know, we're not afraid of the bold statements, and we're not afraid of controversial subjects here on GASworks, so we'd like to invite you on the show. What we'd like you to do is get in touch with our political editor. Now, he's a multicultural guy. I hope that doesn't bother you. His mom was Dutch, and his father was Ethiopian, so his name's August Jamama. So don't forget, Kurt, August Jamama. Okay? Thanks very much. So,
Keep that mail coming.
Yeah.
Now I have a set.
So Dan told us that he's not the easiest interview, and please don't ask any personal questions, which kind of limits us. So what we did is we looked at the Trivial Pursuit RPM edition. You know,
I thought I said no questions at all.
oh no, okay. Well, what we did, I hope you'll cooperate with us here.
We'll
is,
just make
maybe.
statements about you. Or at
Good
you.
idea.
we took our questions from the Trivial Pursuit RPM edition, all music. So we're going to ask you some music questions. Is
All
that
right.
okay? Okay, great.
He's
First.
gonna kill
Can I
us.
get help from Lucas?
He's gonna kill us.
Lucas,
I'll help
chime
if
in.
you, if you
You're gonna
need
help.
help. I'll try.
Super. Okay. Of these people, all of whom have been called the fifth Beatle, which never played music with the Beatles? A. Pete Best, B. Stuart Sutcliffe, C. Eric Clapton, D. George Martin.
Who never played music with them?
Yes,
That's a trick
He
question.
didn't play it. He was.
But it's George Martin.
that's right. That's right. George
Because
Martin.
he was the producer.
Right. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Oh, I
Good
see.
for you.
Good. Oh, this is fun.
It's easy.
Yeah.
don't
Okay. Okay.
They
It
don't
was
get
a
any
little bit
easier than
personal,
that.
though.
It
Yeah.
was a
In
little too
ways.
personal.
Okay.
Who's George Martin?
Some guy.
Some guy.
Okay.
Pierce
Oh.
Brosnan.
Yeah. You'll never get this one. You'll never. This is a tough
All right.
one.
All right.
What word is missing from this lyric? I want to see your monkey. My what? Your monkey. I'll give you $5 if you let me see your what?
Lucas,
Um,
pineapple.
monkey.
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 I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Very good.
The fifth monkey.
This is great. We're getting along great here. Yeah, actually, folks, that's an inside joke. We're going to hear those lyrics a little later when the band plays. Super. Okay. Here we go. Name a band fronted by a pair of weenies from Canada and a Scottish drummer that kicks around college bars in Taiwan and uploads music with incomprehensible lyrics to YouTube.
Is it Black Dog Brother? How do you know they're Canadian?
I looked them up on YouTube.
So, which camera should I look at? I want those guys to know I've been Black Dog Brother since before you guys were born.
Yeah, yeah. Now here's the thing: these guys are going to claim they're first, but they uploaded all their stuff in May, and they look about 12 years old. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all going to come out on Twitter.
yeah.
Hashtags, and it's going to be mayhem.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Which actually opens up another question: where did you come up with the name Black Dog Brother, and what does it signify?
Taiwan.
Taiwan. Hey, of course, all the good product
No,
comes out
really,
of it.
how long have you had the name? You've had it for a while, Black Dog Brother?
1997.
Really?
97.
Fully documented since 2007. If you
Wow.
Google it.
Well, what does it mean?
It means something very, very boring. So it's one of those things that's more interesting to wonder what it is than to know.
Okay. You told us you weren't going to answer any questions, so.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, that's something that's really boring.
Yeah.
And I have the same opinion about my reflection in the mirror. I just don't look.
Right.
Because I want it to be a mystery.
Because you're even more handsome when you don't look.
And people will help you.
And you forget what you look like
People
and then
will come,
catch
they'll
yourself.
fuss over you, and they'll say, I can't believe you left the house like that. Come here. Come over here, let
They
me
do
help
fuss
you.
over you. I noticed
They
that.
get napkins out. What are those called? Kleenexes,
Mm-hmm.
handkerchiefs? I call everything a napkin.
Handy wipes, yeah.
But they
Anyway,
just get
I
enough-
want to take the conversation to what's going on with you guys currently.
Okay.
On Artist Row, and we met you on Artist Row 3 years ago. In fact,
That's right.
you were the first band to play for us.
I didn't
on
know that.
yeah,
That
you,
was fun.
Yeah, I think it was the very first.
That
band.
was a great day.
It was a lot of fun. But we've been following you for the last couple of years, and we were really happy to see what was happening with Scam on Artist Row. Can you tell our audience a little bit about what Artist Row is and what you're doing there with music and the arts?
Yes, well, Artist Row is it's a hallway. It's a little street. It's got some shacks on it. They're mustard ketchup relish colored. And there is the Salem Arts Association. There is Joe's Fresh Fish Prince. Fresh Fish.
Yeah.
Fresh French.
And there's-
Fresh Fish Prince of Bel Air.
It gets better. Serendipidish.
Serendipitous.
And the Salem Collective of Artists and Musicians. SCAM. Which accidental acronym.
No.
Yeah.
So the town awards artists these
They
spaces.
do.
and
I'm
you have
glad
to
you
apply.
know. I'm glad because I didn't know that.
You didn't know?
No, I knew. I forgot.
So did you apply with the name Scam?
I applied with the name Salem Collective of Artists and Musicians.
Wow.
I decided it wouldn't be a good idea to write Scam down anywhere.
It's a fun name.
I-
It gets a lot of attention.
Well, do you remember when I mentioned this? I wanted to have a space, but I knew that I couldn't do this by myself, and I know a lot of artists and musicians. I play music, I do other things, and I've heard people for years talking about how, oh, if they only had a place to show something, if they only had a place to play. It was a good opportunity to do something like that. And I included musicians because a lot of the artists are also musicians. And it made the acronym better.
Wow.
And the musicians are also artists.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's
Musicians
talk
are
about
artists.
that intersection, if you don't mind, a little
Okay.
bit. Actually, Dan, if you wouldn't mind, you're a musician and you're also a visual artist, a sculptor.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been working on?
Have been working on some sculpture, and that'll be painted. It's not painted yet, as you can see in the pictures.
So are you?
Maybe next year.
So it's still a blank
Music
canvas
this
right
year.
now. But what's your medium? Do you use stone?
I've been
or-
using drywall and plaster, and those will be painted afterwards. They're bas relief. They'll be painted. I was hoping to show them in Scam, but I have the feeling Lucas will be evicted long before.
No, it's a short
For
season though.
finish.
It's a very short season. It's over
Halloween night.
Halloween night.
It's gone very quickly,
Yeah.
and it's done way better than I expected it to.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
lot of fun. So yeah,
Looks like we're going to wrap up the first half of the show, and then we're going to go along and hear the band, and then we'll come back and chat a little more.
so what are you going to play before we go? What are you going to play today for us?
We're going to play 3 songs.
Right. And do
Weird Dreaming,
Right.
Weird Dreaming. Okay.
And The Lonely Moon.
The Lonely Moon.
We'll do that one.
We're as in we are, not Weird Dreaming. I like that idea.
I always thought it was Weird Dreaming. That
Weird
it's like one of
Dreaming.
those songs, you know,
We
that people
could
know they're
change it
wrong.
to that.
I thought it was. Oh, that.
Let's try it out that way.
Okay. Weird Dreaming. Yes.
And Watusi.
And the Watusi. Okay.
Watusi.
Wonderful.
3
Very
Black
good.
Dog Brother originals.
Fantastic.
Great.
Watusi, you wrote that.
Yep.
Really?
Way back when.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting it. Okay.
A little slow in the uptake.
Very good. Well, we're going to go hear some tunes, but first, I think we're going to cut away for a
word from
message.
our sponsor.
A word from our sponsor. The Lady of Salem is a unique installation gracing our downtown brickways and walkways. These graceful ladies watch over our fairways, hailing Salem's resurgence as New England's original port of culture. The Lady of Salem celebrates our rich maritime community, joining local arts and businesses to sponsor and create these one-of-a-kind figureheads. Visit ladyofsalem.com to see these magnificent ladies. Some of them are classic, some have a more modern take, but all of them are striking. Visit ladyofsalem.com to see how you can sponsor a lady or create one. The Lady of Salem is sponsored by a volunteer subcommittee of the Salem Beautification Committee. Once again, visit ladyofsalem.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Black Dog Brother.
Thank you. Guys ready?
I wanna see your monkey.
My what?
Your monkey.
My monkey?
Yeah, your monkey.
You wanna see my monkey?
Yeah, I wanna see your monkey. I wanna see your monkey. I'll give you $5 if you let me see your monkey. Bum, ba bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I still remember when you reached into my soul and then took hold. Then now forever will I ask of you, oh no, please don't let go. We're dreaming, there's no other explanation. Tears streaming like ribbons on the lawn.
If I could take complete control of you, my hand you dangle
ribbons on the lawn.
What is this language that you speak to me? Where still have the sleep? Is it some gospel or some old sweet tune strung up from the deep?
We're dreaming, there's no other explanation. Tears streaming like ribbons on the lawn. Bum 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 bum. I wanna see a monkey.
A what? A monkey.
Yeah, you monkey.
You wanna see my monkey?
Yeah, I wanna see a monkey. I wanna see a monkey. I'll give you $5 if you let me see a monkey. We're dreaming. Tears streaming. We're dreaming. Tears streaming.
Thank you to our live audience. All 60 of you. Guys ready for another? like to introduce the band. This is the most of the Scam Orchestra. Brian and Jeff couldn't make it today, Brian Donnelly and Jeff Savlon. But we've got Lucas Custer, director of the Salem Collective of Artists and Musicians, and so-called drummer. Honor Hero Havoc on djembe vocals and Jamar piano, among other things.
Save it for the show.
Dan Kupka, a.k.a. Dr. DK, on accordion. And Hannah Cranton. Some of you might already know Hannah from last week's show. Hannah joining us on vocals and little ding 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 thing. The legendary Glenn French on bass guitar. And Andrew Winson on backing vocals and percussion.
Hey-o.
Ready for another song?
Okay.
One, two, three.
Well, it's been a long time, been a long, long time. Said it's been a long, 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 been a long time since I jumped out the window at the crack of dawn. There's popping, pulled the fire alarm, feeling the heat of exploding bombs. Scared down the street, slid into the pond, and I'm gone. You'll have to excuse me from now on. Time to watch you see that it goes like half hour later, I was hotter than an incubator. Daughter misses like a space invader. Right back where I started from. Beat the stolen parade drum. Tore some skirts, stepped on some feet. Soiled my shorts and went on down the street. But then my junk broke down at the bottom of a hollow sound. Somehow I wound up at the corner of hell and high water. When I lit up on the field of time, I hit the crack and running the wrong way. Riding round in circles since the beginning, and I'm spinning and I'm on the wrong track, but I never look back. I'm gone. You'll have to excuse me from now on. Time to watch you see, and it goes like this. Did you
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. That was so much fun. So much fun. I always love to see a band, I hear a band that I also enjoy seeing. And every time I go to see you, I see something different. It's a lot of fun. Thank you.
So there were 7 folks up there. Is there an 8th left over?
There are 9.
There were
There's a
9.
9th as well.
So 2 could not make it.
Oh,
Jeff
that's right.
Savlon and Brian Donnelly couldn't make it
That's right. Okay.
because
They're very busy doing other things.
I think Brian was something to do with coffee, and Jeff Savlon is watching a dog.
Oh,
A black dog?
The
I don't know
dog.
what color it
The
is.
dog's not aware that Jeff is watching.
No, nobody else is aware.
Oh, he's just watching a
He's been
dog.
on the dog's tail, so to speak, for days, and nobody knows except Jeff.
Now the world, but okay.
Well, the dog doesn't watch cable.
No, he doesn't. He also does not speak English.
ah.
So we made a secret then.
It's a Chihuahua.
So-
Okay. All right. So I quickly, because I know we're going to run out of time, and I want to make sure I talk to you, what are your influences? Because you have a very distinct sound.
You know what? My influences keep changing. So all the time, it's whatever I'm listening to. It could be all different kinds of things. It'd be boring to be a long, boring list. But right now, influences, speaking of Brian Donnelly and Jeff Savlon, right now, I'm very influenced by Brian Donnelly, Jeff Savlon,
Yeah.
Hannah Cranton, Dr. DK, Lucas Custer,
Well.
Andrew Winson, and Glenn French and Honor Hero Havoc.
So that's great.
Well,
It's
that-
wonderful to be working with the people that make you.
It is, and this is the Scam Orchestra. I've borrowed Lucas's name. He's allowed us to. Because,
there's a contract for it.
Everybody in the band is an artist. They're poets, actresses, everybody. Like Lucas, when he plays with me, he's a drummer, but he's also a singer-songwriter. He's a video maker and so many other things. So
Everyone in the band.
everyone's
Are,
playing that
are there
way.
workshops actually coming up on Artist Row that everybody should be aware of?
Well, there's one that
It's supposed to be happening now.
it's
isn't
happening right now.
Right now, there's-
We're late.
Yeah.
That's beading. That's a beading workshop. We did a paper mache one.
I haven't had a good beating.
You
in
have a
while.
henna artist down there.
We have a guy that comes down for the farmers market. The farmers market
Yeah.
has been great. So they have vendors down there for the first time this year, down in Artist Row. So
Yeah.
we're trying to get people from the farmers market down into Artist Row to experience everything, and we've got more plans, more collaborative things between the actual different spaces in Artist Row.
You also had an artist that was visiting from out of state.
Ernest Lee, the Chicken Man.
The Chicken Man.
Yes,
Chicken Man.
time of my life.
How did you meet him? How did he come to be up here in Salem?
Mike Lash knocked on the door and said, "There's this guy who I would like to set up somewhere with his art, and I was wondering if he could do it here." And I said, "Well, when's he going to get here?" And he said, "Well, he's parking his truck." And I said, "Well, what's the guy's name?" And he said, "Well, they call him the Chicken Man." And I said, "I'll have to look him up, but yes." So Ernest Lee, the Chicken Man,
He was
came
so
and
sweet. He was a
and
very nice man to
he
meet.
stood outside talking to people and selling paintings for a whole week. And when he got up, I got up. And when he was done, I was done. And this guy does not stop. You know, where he's from, he gets up in the morning, he drives out, and he sells paintings all day till the sun goes down. And it was fun. And hopefully we can do more things like that.
Yeah. I love that idea. Before we go, I also want to talk about your influences. I want to talk about the drum and
Right.
just your art in general, how it all happens.
Well, we like to kind of muddle it all up. You know, the art and the music are kind of becoming one thing, and we like that because everyone in the band can stand on their own as a musician or as just
Actors,
entertainment.
all
Right.
kinds of, yeah.
Everyone's multi-talented. Everyone plays more than one instrument, and we all met, you know, under those circumstances where we were playing individually and just kind of, you know, we just did the thing that was the most conducive to us all working together, and so we do dance songs, and it's great.
Yeah. And so you're also your instrument.
Yes.
That
It's
was
a sculpture.
It's a
well,
sculpture,
it was
it's
something
a-
that we decided, we'd been talking about it for a while, for a long time, wanting to do something like this, and I have to admit, it is mostly Dan's construction. I did some supervision. You know, he did give me some input, did not allow me to put duct tape on it.
Yeah, no duct
Yeah.
tape.
I consented
no
to
duct
no
tape.
duct tape.
Wow. It's got caution tape, but no duct tape.
Caution
tape's
tape.
all right.
Yeah.
No, it's also just if I just can point out what I really like it introduces this kind of Tom Waits kind of clunky sound.
Yeah.
That's perfect for your music. That really wasn't there when we met you 3 years ago, but it just keeps layering and layering and layering every time I see you play.
Now, practical question. You see a band show up for a gig and they've got their cases and they've
Right.
got their, maybe it's a Chevy Suburban or whatever it is they're driving. How many gigs do you drag this to and how? And is there a case?
There is no case.
is no
The case has to be a building.
We're
The
gonna
next
put a
case
carpenter on that.
is going to be a yard, right?
Right.
It's going to be its next
Yeah.
home. Just that
Someone's yard.
It's going to live in someone's yard.
It needs to develop some new sounds.
So Rust will do
we're
that.
We're going to let nature take its course.
I was asking earlier, now, Bundy, the makers of all those high school saxophones and such, do you think there'll be a Bundy,
Ladder.
yeah,
A Bundy ladder.
a Bundy brand ladder for some high school kid?
Wrong Bundy, though.
Bundy.
There's
Yes.
King Kong Bundy, there's the Bundy family, and wasn't there a psycho named Bundy?
Yes, a psychic.
A psychic?
Psychos are the ones with the tarot
Chainsaws?
cards, right? No, yeah. Okay.
So it's a bad luck name.
Well, you know what? They remind us to wrap up again. And we had so much fun, and I would love to have you back again so we can talk some more because I know there's a lot more to talk about. Went by quickly, didn't it?
Yeah.
I'll
Bring-
just stay
bring
here
the cameras
until
down
the
to
next
Scam
one. Yeah, bring them down.
next
Yeah.
time.
Please come to visit Scam on Artist Row. You have a website and a fan page on Facebook.
Yes.
It's Salem Collective of Artists and Musicians.
Yes.
And Black Dog Brother is going to work on his Facebook page, and you'll be able to follow him there
You can reach him through
Scam.
through Scam. There you
We're
go.
all connected.
You're all connected. Okay, we can find you. Okay.
We're promiscuous like
Yeah.
that.
Yes, we are. Incestuous and
Yeah.
promiscuous.
Well, thanks so much for coming, folks, and we hope to see you next time.
Thank you.
Oh, you know what we forgot?
We got it. Yeah.
It was fun,
Hey,
Candace, wasn't
had
it?
fun.